Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So, this video is going to cover some heavier topics. You might already know what it's about from the thumbnail if you don't recognize that guy. He's a streamer that goes by Low Tier God, and he raised himself to this. I don't know if you want to call it infamy or fame, but he went on a rant on stream telling his viewers to kill themselves. And it's been memed to insanity and back at this point. I'm confident that it was a joke because like he's talking to his own stream, but yeah, the point of the video, the reason I'm making it is death threats versus telling somebody to kill themselves, and are those really different? You know, and I would argue yes, they are. Um, with a death threat, the threat is the major part of that. And like you have to, it sounds weird, but it's like you kind of have to put some fear into somebody. You're the one who's going to be doing it. And there's I'm sure you could make the argument about, someone committing suicide and the people who, you know, berated them or bullied them or made them feel that way, responsible for their mental health. You could make that argument, but that's not the point that I'm trying to make in this video. Can you call that a death threat? I would say no, you know? And it's honestly something that I think is really interesting when it comes to internet culture in general. Um, Getting those kind of threats levied at you, that's you don't even have to do anything outlandish for someone to tell you something like that. I I guess I would have been in middle school, maybe no, it probably was middle school. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2 when that came out. I was on some probably MSN chat room or something like that. And I made a comment about the character Raiden because I didn't want to play as Raiden. I wanted to play as, as Snake because it's Metal Gear. That's just what I was looking forward to. Yeah, and I had someone tell me to kill myself because I said that, and it's like I didn't even say anything like harsh or disparaging about the game. Just yeah, I was looking forward to playing as Snake, and now we got to play as this blonde guy, and I got told that you don't have to say anything crazy. You don't have to push boundaries for people online to immediately jump to that point. The other part of thing, but you could call it internet culture or whatever, but plenty of sites, Twitter specifically for what I've noticed, but they will ban people or mute accounts, suspend people, whatever, for telling people to kill themselves. But what's interesting about it is now you have these sort of like codes that people use because it's only if you type the words, usually, but like the picture in the thumbnail, sending something like that, like the message gets conveyed. I guess that's the whole meme side of things, but if you see that picture in a comment section, I'm going to be honest with you, like 90% of the time, it's a joke. You know, it's over something really petty that usually it's just two people shooting the shit with each other. And, that happened to come up. As far as when people are serious about those kind of things, like if they're really emotionally involved with something, and I don't think there's any I don't think there should be any sort of backlash for telling somebody who looks at you as less than a person to kill themselves. you know, because it's like their whole ideology is based on dehumanizing people and making them feel less than. So if they invade your personal space and just spew nonsense, throw some back at them, you know. And there are people who've told me that this kind of spits in the face of the whole rehabilitation side of things. You know, we should be kinder to people and help them sort of work their way out of these problems. But frankly, and this is anecdotal completely, I'm only talking about my personal life here. Some people need hard lessons, you know. Not everybody can take a loving hand and accept it. You know, some people need to feel what they've given to people before they can make these kind of changes. Now, it's a weird judgment call to make when you do stuff like that. And I'm not saying that you need to like weigh people's heart on a scale before you send them a meme telling them to off themselves, you know. I'm not policing anybody's content or anything like that when it comes to sending memes to people. But if you're gonna do stuff like that, you know, I would say, you know, if there are no other options available for you, go for it. You know, but try and address arguments first if you have that in you. You know, I'm always big on telling people that you should be able to argue your points, but you don't need to do that. You know, you don't have to debate your existence with people. And if it makes you personally feel better to disengage with these people and dunk on them and send them memes and stuff like that, go for it. Because, you know, you need to make sure that you're feeling okay. And, you know, the internet is a good place of solace for a lot of people. But on the other hand of that, you will get people who are particularly nasty online. I'm sure that I I don't think my mind will change on something like this. You know, I don't think that sending those kind of memes is a death threat to somebody. I don't think that people should get in trouble for it. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Y'all have a good day.